Hey, we are painting this today. I'm very excited. I'm going to be painting this winter gnome with you. The reason why is I have a paint party in a couple of hours and I don't have it painted yet. So I am painting this so I'll have my example in person for the paint party. So we're doing today a painter's choice. And what that means is that they get to choose between two paintings. And I have done all the way up to 5 painter's choice, which I do not recommend if you have not done a lot of paint parties. All right. So let me know in the comments, have you done paint parties before? And if you have you done painter's choice? My daughter Pixie always says, you're just making it harder on yourself. You're just making it harder on yourself when you do painter's choice. But I have found a couple of reasons why that is good. And I'm going to talk about that over the time while we are painting together. Hey, Billy Ann, hello. Please let me know if you are currently teaching paint parties with doing a number 1. If you are brand new to learning about teaching paint parties, put number 2. Okay, so I can see how many of you are currently teaching paint parties, or you're brand new and this is the first time you've maybe even thought about teaching paint parties. I do more painter choices than not. Yes, Joni, I do too. I do a lot of painter's choices today. Here in a couple of hours, we're doing this one, and then we're also doing the Christmas cow. We call it the cash cow. So yeah, we are doing painter's choice, but then tomorrow we have about 60 people and we're doing just the cow, which I'm really, really excited about, just having the one painting. Oh, good. You're getting ready too. And then Billy Ann's brand new. Let us know as you come on if you're brand new to teaching paint parties or you're already rocking and rolling. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. Why would you do painter's choice? As Pixie would say, Mom, you're just making it harder on yourself. Why would we do painter's choice? I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And before, just in case you're brand new, my name is Heidi Easley, and I teach paint parties. I was a teacher for 10 years, and now I teach paint parties and also teach you how to make money teaching paint parties. So if you are been thinking about this, I highly recommend you watch my videos before this about exactly how to make money teaching paint parties. I go into a lot of fun detail. So today's lesson is really just learning, why would I do a painter's choice? And what is the benefit of a painter's choice? So there's all kinds of benefits. And again, people can do paint parties however they want, okay? However they want. And so your goal is really to figure out how you like to do them. Why, what's the purpose in it? So I'm going to be using, this is a turquoise blue for the sky. And if you have not tried these palettes yet, me and my daughter are obsessed with them. We just reuse them over and over. I'm trying to see, this one's stuck. I can't even get it off because I just piled it and then kept reusing it. And it just makes me feel fancy. I don't know why, but it makes me feel fancy. I'm going to use the turquoise blue with some white. If I can get any white out of here. Oh, so not too brand new. You've done 2 kids parties. Oh, good. Kids parties are so fun. So much fun. Oopsie. Oh, I'm going to try to make purple. I don't want that. It could be fine, but hey, Jen. Hello. Please say hi as you come on. I love seeing you here. And if you haven't followed us yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube so that you can always know when we have new videos posted. So in 2025, we're going to be doing more YouTube videos. So I really want you to not miss when we're doing these videos. Okay, so I'm just putting some of that turquoise, that desert turquoise with the white. So I'm just kind of going back and forth, the desert turquoise with the white. Okay, so the benefits of painter's choice. Now, whenever you first start teaching paint parties, my idea for you is to just do a practice party. We call it a guinea pig paint party. Now, It does not mean you are painting with guinea pigs. Oh, thank you. I'm wearing this to the paint party today. It's a Butte Clark. I love it. So what you do is you just have a practice party. So what that means is that you just practice painting with your friends and family, with basically a weird neighbor, like literally just paint with somebody. Just say, hey, we're going to have some fun. You know, if you're a wine drinker, you know, maybe open up a bottle of wine, have a glass of wine, and just paint together. If you're not a wine drinker, it's okay. We can still be friends. Maybe you want to grab your favorite Coke or tea or whatever it is. And then what you want to do is just put on some great music. And then you want to, if you're not sure, you can always put, you know, depending on what time of year, put seasonal or whatever that looks like. And then what I want you to do is just teach them to paint. So for example, right now, we're just going to take the big brush. We're going to use some blue with a little bit of white, and we're just going to blend it in here, right? We're just going to have some fun getting this background. And that is what a practice party is. Now, the benefit of a practice party is several things. Number one, when you take action, you start to overcome your fears. Now, let me know if this sounds like something really cool that you could do and make some extra money, but the thought of it is terrifying, right? Well, I want you to know that you are in good company, because the fear of rejection is one of the number one fears out there, is the fear of rejection. So when we're doing something that maybe we've never done before, it could be terrifying. That's why I get you to dip your toes in with just doing a practice party. That's literally like, you're not even charging. You're like, hey, just come paint. Let's have a craft night. That's the best way, because then you have great pictures. You have great things that have happened. You had fun. There was no pressure on you. You didn't have to worry about trying to get prepayments, all of that. You just have, and especially with, you know, Christmas is next week, depending on when you're watching this. You might have your friends and family together and you're like, hey, let's just paint this cute little gnome. Let's have some fun, you know, just practice. Let's see, let me get this right here. So that's my biggest tip for you, is just to have the practice party, because that fear of failure is for real. But I want to just open your mind, if that's okay. Good morning, Doris. Hello. Let me know with a big yes if it's okay if I drop some truth on you, if you're okay with that. I know we're painting a gnome. I know we're just having a little bit of fun, but I also want to drop a little truth on you, if that's okay. I'll put a little bit down here. Let me know if it's okay. Oh, good. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So I want to drop some truth. Here's the thing. If you are scared of failure, which all of us are, here's the secret. Here's the secret to having any success in life. Ooh, I dropped my paint. In business, in whatever, relationships, right? You can literally, I'm just doing kind of like a peachish tan color. You can literally use this in anything. But here's the truth. Anything you try, whether it's a new gym membership, which I recently joined this gym because I'm trying to help with my heart health, right? I've had heart trouble in the past. I've had a heart surgery, and then now I just got cleared and my heart is fine. And I'm so excited. I am shouting it to the rooftops. I am praising God, all of those things. And so I'm like, okay, well, it's on me. I need to make sure I'm taking responsibility. I need to make sure I'm doing my part to make sure that my heart is okay. And so here's the thing. Was I the best in the gym yesterday? Nope. Was I the worst? Yes, I was. I was not good at it. Not good at it yet. Okay. I want you to put this in your terminology. Maybe I'm not good at painting a gnome yet. Maybe I'm not good at teaching a paint party yet. Maybe I'm not good at doing something that I feel like I'm going to fail at yet. But I promise you, with repetitions, with doing it over and over and over again, it gets easier. The fear of failure you'll just realize, okay, sometimes I'm going to fail. And that's one of the biggest beauties of life is we get to try over and over and over again. And we don't have to put so much pressure of the very, very first time I try something, it must be perfect. That's not real. That's not the way the world works. We have to practice. We have to get better. And I don't know what it is about life and about how, all of a sudden when we're older, we think that everything should just come natural to us. That's not how it works. Me working out yesterday and trying to lift that medicine ball and not even being able to lift it when there were 60, 70-year olds beside me lifting it above their heads was definitely a humble moment of going, you know what, I'm not strong enough to do that right now, but I will be if I keep trying, if I keep showing up, if I keep not caring what other people think. Now, I'm going to share something as well, because I know with doing a side hustle, sometimes we think, oh my gosh, we're the only ones doing this. Over 50% of Americans have side hustles. So if you're an artsy painter type person, this is the perfect thing to do, because number one, you're not the only one doing a side hustle. Okay. So let's just realize that the facts are there. Over 50% of people in America are doing side hustles. So you're not alone. Okay. Another thing I want you to realize is that because pretty much the fear of failure is the number one fear out there, everybody's terrified of it. But I am excited to share something with you because this quote changed my life. I'm actually going to have to take you with me to read it to you. Okay. Is that okay if we go on a small little field trip? Because this quote totally, look at the mess, totally changed my life. And I want it to hopefully change yours as well. So let me get the quote. I have it on my computer right here so I can read it all the time. Okay, let me see. Oh, we might not have any light. Okay. Are you ready for the quote that changed my life? Okay. Just put a big yes if you are, and then I'll go back and we'll finish painting the gnome because I have a paint party in a couple hours and I got to get it painted. Okay. So this is by Elizabeth Gilbert, Big Magic. Again, life-changing quote. I want you to listen to it with an open mind, open heart. We spend all of our 20s and 30s trying so hard to be perfect because we're so worried about what people will think of us. Then we get into our 40s and 50s and we finally start to be free because we decided that we don't give a damn what anyone thinks of us. But you won't be completely free until you reach your 60s and 70s when you finally realize this liberating truth. Nobody was ever thinking about you anyhow. Elizabeth Gilbert, Big Magic. Okay, so if you have not read that book, I highly recommend it. That changed my life because I immediately started going, well, I don't want to wait until my 60s or 70s to be completely free. What if, and hear me out, what if we adopt this mindset? What if we adopt this feeling of not waiting until we're 60s or 70s? And again, I've talked to many 60-year-olds and many 70-year-olds that have confirmed that it is very true that when you're at that age, you don't give a damn. You don't care. You do what you want to do. And it's so liberating to have that feeling. So if that is what it's like, then why don't we adopt that? And if you're in your 60s and 70s and you're like, oh, I still haven't gotten to that part, well, I want you to borrow some courage right now, because that's what I did. I'm in my mid 40s now, but in my mid 30s is about when I learned this. And I started going, you know what? I'm not going to wait until my 60s or 70s. I'm going to start really adopting that now, that mindset now. And I feel like part of my mission, of course, sharing God's love through art is my number one mission. But then also teaching you, because for many, many years, especially as I was building this business, I was head down a zillion miles an hour, just go, 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 go. And I missed a lot of really great stuff because of that. So I really want to teach people that you can have a great life while you're building your business. You don't want to, the last thing I want for you is that you build your business or you do these things, you do this side hustle, and then you look up and you missed out on your family. You missed out and now your relationship isn't good. So I've really this past, I'd say 5 years, I've really tried to give everything I could towards my business. I'm self-proclaimed workaholic. I will always, own that. But then also knowing that I'm giving everything I've got to my business, but also building up my personal life, my relationships, all of that as well. And realizing that nobody's really looking at you that much anyway. Like, who cares if you fail? They might look at you and go, oh my gosh, she failed, but who cares? They might for a second. So once you realize that and you're like, okay, it gives you this freeing feeling of why not try? Why not go after what I want? Why not get on a live and paint a gnome? And even if it's not perfect, even if somebody might go, why is she doing that? Like, your reason. Maybe you're making extra money for Christmas. Maybe you're making extra money for your kids' college. Pixie with her, she's about to go into her junior year. She graduated high school, but thankfully she had enough credits. So me and Bobby, my husband, are so proud of her. So she's going to be going into her junior year with college, and just so proud of her. And like, I need money to pay for that, right? So let's do some paint parties. Let's make these things happen. And so I want you to just really think about, okay, what do I want and how can I make that happen? And not worry. Sorry, I need more white. And not worry about what other people think. Not worry about what they think if you're trying your side hustle. And that's really the key, is just to do that guinea pig party so it's easy. So it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to start adding some details. So I'm going to put this right here so you can see it. Okay, so also another thing I was wanting to tell you about with paint parties. Now, as you're doing your guinea pig party, your goal really of that guinea pig party is to get your nerves out. Okay, you want to get your nerves out, but then you also want to take cute pictures. So if you have let's say you have your cousin there, your aunt, whoever, you want to make sure you're capturing some cute pictures, because what you're going to do is you're going to post those on your social media. Okay, you're going to post those on your social media so that people can see what you have done. So people can see, let me look at my picture here. People can see what you've offered, because if nobody knows that you have painted, especially, I know a lot of times people pick up painting as like a hobby, and the next thing you know, they're like, wait, I'm kind of good at this. Wait, people like my stuff. Wait, this could make me extra money. Huh. Wait, this could pay for a cruise with my girls. Huh. Like all these fun things, right? So I want you to think about that and go, okay, so if this is what I want to do, then make sure you take good pictures and just post. You're not posting to say, hey, come to a paint party. You're literally just posting to say, like, hey, look what we did. This was so fun. Then people start to go, oh, you teach paint parties. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, could you do this or that? And then you start to build a reputation. Another little tip I want to give you is, when you're posting on your personal page, always think of your personal page as your online resume. It's your online resume. So as you start to post, make sure you're always showing that you care about art, right? Not saying you got to post something about Starry Night. I'm just saying, make sure it shows. If you've painted something cute, take a picture of it, hold it. Hey, look what I painted. What do you think? Oh my gosh, should I add glitter to this? Like, just little things that notify people that this is something you're interested in. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like the internet and social media is really going anywhere for a while. I feel like it's definitely a safe place. not necessarily a safe place, but a place where you can go and post and show people what you're interested in and what you're offering. So make sure you let people know that. All right, and then the last little tip I want to give you as I try to get more paint out. And again, if you want to watch a more structured, you want to watch a more structured YouTube where it's showing me walk you through exactly step by step what supplies you need, how to actually have a paid paint party, all of those lovely things, then check out the video. I'll put the link in the description here. Check out that video. It's an hour long, but it breaks it down step by step. And I think it'll really, really help you. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. Oh, and just my gift to you, I wrote a book to help you overcome, and you'll be able to see how many times I have failed. It's free, okay? You don't have to buy it. If you want the copy like this, you can. But I put it on YouTube for you so you can listen to it. So it's my voice, and you can listen to the audiobook and for free on this channel. You do not have to pay a dime. My hope is that you'll listen to it, and it'll help encourage you and just kind of show you that, you know, the possibilities from losing everything. We went bankrupt, lost everything, and how we've just kind of changed our whole path. Oops. Of course, there's always going to be paint on your boobs. And so always make sure you have a baby wipe handy or something to get it out. And if you have tips for getting it out, let me know, because it's going to be a minute before I get to it. But yeah, so I just want to give it to you for free so you can listen to it while you're painting, while you're working on stuff, so that you can hopefully be encouraged and you can kind of hear a little bit of my story and how we got to where we were or where we are now. So anyway, all right, so I'm going to add a few more details to this. I want to just kind of make this look like snow. So I'll just add some fun little lines here. And then I'm just going to point this down and add some fun details. So y'all can see how we just take the painting that kind of looks like blah, and then we start to really make it pop. Mary Lynn says, thank you, as I could never access the one I bought when you first published it. You know what? I always had trouble with that too. When I buy audiobooks, especially on my phone, I struggle with that too. Mary, I'm glad you said that, because that's one of the reasons why I wanted to put it on YouTube like that, is because I know it's an easy way to grab it. Just an easy way to grab it and listen to it. And then you can share it with people that you think might help them. Because again, the whole point of that book is to really help you realize no matter how bad you think it gets, no matter, and I'm not saying I've had the worst situation. I know people have had it way, way worse than what we have. But I just want to kind of show you that, like, God's pretty cool. He can do some amazing, amazing things. And, you know, a lot of times we forget that God is still a God of miracles, even now. And so I think sometimes we get into this thing of like, oh, you know, maybe it's not now, but it always is. And he's still a God of miracles. And he, you know, uses people in the craziest situations to showcase what he can do. And I think it's just such a testament when we can go, okay, I was in this rut, but now I'm not. And, you know, here's what helped me. Here's what really, really helped me get out of that situation, that strain, whatever that looks like for you. Oh, Doris started listening to it last night. That's awesome. Okay, rubbing alcohol. I will use that as soon as I get off of here. Okay, so I'm just adding these little fun details, and then we're going to add some black here in a minute. This right here, I just want it to be part of the beard. I need like the beard to be a little bit more beardy. I don't know if that's the right word, but we're just going to pretend it is, because we're real technical here. Beardy. Real technical. Yeah, so I'll put the link to the free book. You can grab it and just start listening to it. I'll put that down below. And then I'll also put the link to the free training that's more professional. We'll show you exactly how to do a paint party business, kind of to get started. And then hopefully that'll kind of help you. And maybe it's like your goal to get ready for 2025. Maybe you're like, okay, this is something I'm going to start learning and growing. And I know paint party season is definitely fall and Christmas. That's when you can make a year's salary, like I always say, a teacher's salary in those time frames. However, yes, you can make money all year in a paint party business, but maybe you're like, okay, I just want to start to learn this and then really be ready for fall. I just really want to learn this and get really, really good and kind of know where I'm at, really let people know I'm starting to do this, just practice, without putting so much pressure. I think that's really a lot of the downfalls when people start something new, just kind of like in the gym yesterday. If all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't lift that. I'm done. Well, I shouldn't be able to lift it. I've been sitting and this is what I lift. I lift a paintbrush, right? Like, of course I shouldn't be able to lift that yet. I haven't learned. I haven't practiced. I haven't done any repetitions. It takes consistency. I feel like in today's society, a lot of times we're just so quick to discount what we could do with our life because it doesn't happen immediately. And I think that's really sad to think about, that so many people quit anything before they even get time to practice, before they even get time to be good at something, because they're like, I tried it, it didn't work. Well, no, everything takes practice. Everything. I know this is a silly analogy, but I've heard it before and it's just so good. But people are like, well, if you train your kid to walk and they don't walk the first time, are you like, oh, he's just not a walker. She's not going to be a walker, this one. No, we practice. We celebrate the little wins. We celebrate even when they fall, right? Even when they have like a little fall, we are like, oh, it's the cutest thing. Oh my gosh. But for some reason, as we get older, we forget that. And we immediately are like, unless we get it right off the bat, this ain't for us. And that's so untrue. And I've seen it time and time again take so many people's dreams and ruin them because they're too scared to fail. They're too scared to try. And so I just want to hopefully speak some common sense and some just encouragement of, it's okay to try and not be perfect. It's okay to try and fail. Like, that is all part of the process. It's all part of it. And we can't really keep discounting every time that happens. We need to remember that it's just part of it. So I am painting this sideways while talking to you. And is it the best painting? No, absolutely not. I will forever remind you that I know I'm not the best painter. I know that I'm not the best artist. But I am an artist that never gives up. I am a person that will continually get back up, try again. Did this work? Nope, let's pivot. Did this happen? Nope, let's pivot. What happened here that I can change there? So I think that is one of the biggest characteristics to have when you're starting something like this. Really think about that and just let me know if this kind of helps. Let me know if you like hearing stuff like this. If you do, put a big yes, please tell me more. And then that way I'll know if you want more videos like this. And then here's our little gnome. So he is ready to go to his paint party. And I got to go buy tablecloths. I ran out. So I'm going to go grab tablecloths and head to the paint party. Again, if you want to know exactly how to do this, I have a very, very, very great video that's more organized. I'll put it right here in the description. Check that out. It's about an hour long, but it walks you step by step of exactly how to book a party, what supplies to get, what you need, how much money you can expect to profit from the very first party, all of that. And then also I will link a copy of my book for free on YouTube, so you can just listen to it while you're doing errands. You can listen to it in the car. You can, while you're doing laundry, while you're painting, whatever that looks like for you. So make sure you check that out too. So both of those will be in the description. So make sure you grab it and follow so you don't miss any alerts. All right, I'll see you soon.